Well, the transfer window has come and passed, and we're fully into the season now. We have got the Europa League first game coming up now, and it is a doozy against Napoli. It's quite a hard one, really. Followed by an away game to Man City, which is going to be even tougher. That's about 2 games in between. We've had a decent start to the season, but as you'll see once we get into the episode, could have been better. So let's just get into it, shall we? Hi guys, and welcome to episode 23 of Championship to Champions with Birmingham City. We are quite far into the season in terms of games. We've played probably 6 so far. Got up to the Europa League and I thought, you know what, we might as well start here. It's a nice little episode. I did actually say in the intro that it was away to Man City. It's actually we're at home. So apologies for that if you thought we were going to get hammered away. We're actually going to get hammered at home. So if we just take a look at how we've got on since the 1-1 loss. I'll take it as a 1-1 loss. I don't really count penalties. Shame, really. We've had a decent run of form in the Premier League, to be honest. It looked quite good until we got to Arsenal. Well, I'll say that. We drew with Burnley, so it can't have been that good. We drew 2-2 with Burnley, and it looked like we were going to start the season like we did last season with a loss. Luckily, I kind of kicked him up the arse, and the lads turned it round. What happened there is we were playing quite narrow, and we were just losing the ball all the time, so I just changed it to quite wide, and then it turned round. We should have won it, really. We had the better chances towards the end, just that we couldn't get the final goal. Would have been a nice 3-2 win. We then beat Brighton and Wolves 1-0 each, followed by a 2-0 win at home to Leicester. Now, that's a really good result against Leicester. It did help that Luke Thomas got sent off, but still think that we were all over them. And then we lost 1-0 to Arsenal away, and we didn't really play very well at all. As you can see, Sousa had a 7.5. It always annoys me to lose to Arsenal. I don't know why. It just really winds me up every time I lose to Arsenal. They are my bogey team in this game. In this save, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest are the ones that I cannot stand. Nottingham Forest because they knocked us out in the FA Cup, so I've got a proper grudge against them. And Arsenal just because it's Arsenal, and every time they play them. We beat them last year, but this season, once again, back to normal. If we take a look at where we are in the league now, so it's not too bad. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Goal difference of 3, which is a lot better than last year when it was like 2-1-2 or something like that. Could have been better. Once again, Aston Villa above us. Bastards. If we take a look at the teams that we've got in the Europa League, we are in group. Where are we? Group C. There we are, and it depends how you look at it, really. Boa Vista and Rapid Wien, I think we'll beat them. Napoli, quite tough. I'd expect them to be in the Champions League. To be honest, I can't believe that they're in the Europa League. It will be basically a fight between ourselves. Hopefully, anyway. I'm speaking. I'm talking ourselves up. We haven't even played the rest yet. I'm hoping that it'll be a fight between ourselves and Napoli on who is top dog of the group. We'll soon find out in about a couple of minutes. Once they beat us 2 or 3-0. But yeah, we've also done some transfers. As you can tell, we've still got the youth players in. But who is this, hey? Who is this little gem? It is Thiago. I know he's 32. I know he's got no physicals. I know I've said for the last 2 seasons that I've tried to get him and I wasn't going to get him. But I've got him for free. So I'm not going to moan. I quite like him. I'll be honest. I think he's a fantastic player in real life. His passing technique, first touch are fantastic. Anticipation, composure, vision. I'll just sit him like, David Beckham when he was about 34, 35 and he used to just sit in the middle of the field. Didn't used to run, he had no legs on him. But they'd just pass it to him and he'd just be ping, 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 pinging the ball everywhere. That's what my hope is for Thiago. I mean, he's only a 3-star. So he's, in terms of the players that we've got, he's quite far down. He'll only get worse. But it's still nice to say that we're getting Thiago. I think we're only getting him for like 75k per week. If we take a look at the budget, which isn't too bad, we've got 18 million. And we'll get to the reason for that why just in a moment. We'll get to the reason why in a moment, not the reason that why. Don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, so we can just change that to a bit of wage budget, and we'll still be under the wage budget, which is nice. We do get to the reason why we've got so much money. We brought in a couple more youngsters there. I won't really go into them because you've seen enough youngsters. We'll press the space bar then. Apologies. What we did do though is we sold Cedric Kipri for 24 million, going up to 30. Now, I know what you're going to say. He was probably one of our best centre backs. Why have you kept Bailly? He's younger. Because Eric Bailly probably wouldn't have got sold. He's the long and short of it. I needed money. And Kipri was the one that was always being swapped out. Diop has basically solidified himself as a centre-back for Birmingham City. He's fantastic. So, yeah. It's a shame, really. I did like Kipri. He was very good for us the last 2 seasons. We also sold a few youth players. Rico Brown went. Saidi went. No, never going to use him. And we sent a couple out on loan, which, again, you don't really need to see because nothing major. Take a look at the squad. You can see that we've been ravaged by injuries the last couple of weeks. Nkita, Declan Rice, Harry Wilson, Dwight McNeil have all been out, which is probably why we lost to Arsenal. I'm not going to blame my tactic. It's my tactic. It's by my art. But yeah, we've still got a strong squad. TT has come in very nicely and slotted himself in. I'll say that. I've just seen that he's on 6.75. So he's not been that good. Yeah. I'll take it back. You bloody crap. And Greece is going to come in for Arambi, actually, because he's probably the better player. If we take a look at the team that's going to play Napoli, it is a decent team. Obviously, I'd like to have played McNeil, Declan Rice and stuff like that, just to get us off to a good start. Not going to happen. I'm going to put in a lot for Williams, because Williams has been playing a lot. I'm scratching my head here, I'm sorry. Williams has played a lot recently. And he's been quite good, but I need to play Lard just because of the pure fact that we paid like 30 million for him. He needs to play because otherwise the fans are going to be like, well, you've wasted the money. And he was our player of the season for the last 2 seasons, so he needs to play. He's a good player. So we've got Suso, been fantastic, 7.28. Liberato, Umtiti, Diop and Lard. And you'll probably see that that's probably the solid back four, just with Lard and Williams being swapped throughout the season. I haven't really got a left back. I've got a young left back. Sacripanti, coming on a free from Argentina. Probably paid about 400k for him, actually. As you can see, he's going down already in my estimations in terms of pace, which isn't good. Isn't good at all. But yeah. We also signed Isaac Kantanga, and I don't know why I didn't see him, actually, just. But I bought him in for 3.8 million. I like him because he's quick and he can play across both wings and striker, which is good. I usually play him on the right wing, inside winger actually, yeah. Swap him with Edwards because Edwards gets knackered. Every game we've played, he's always been knackered. He always has to come off for some reason. His natural fitness is 10, which is probably why. If we just take a look then, because I've just carried on talking, so I apologise. Yeah, so we've got Anguissa, Bellingham and Herrera in midfield, Edwards, Jones and Lozek. And Jones hasn't really impressed me either at left wing, so I need Dwight McNeil back really, so he can go there and Jones can go back in the Mazzala. But we'll get into the match and we'll go from there. And here we go, guys. We are back. Just give them a bit of a rousing team talk. Told them to do it for the fans, do it for the people that are paying your wages. And we'll see how it gets on. So far we've had 5 shots, 7 shots. I think they're just booting it because they just want to get paid. 8 shots. To see 8 shots so far is good. It's either that we're just wiling it from outside, look, 10 shots. Yeah, we're just wiling it from outside the box. I know, you want to show off for the fans and that you're in Italy, but come on, guys. Diop almost there. That was fantastic save by the keeper. Hit the post there. And so far it's been domination in terms of stats. But we need to turn that domination into goals, basically. And what I have noticed against other teams, bigger teams like Arsenal. So this tactic is quite good against teams, and it seems to be against certain teams. I was going to say teams that haven't got as good players, but then we're against Napoli, and I'd put Napoli above us in terms of tier. And it seems to be against teams that have got certain setups. That's a great ball over the top by Osimhen. He's going to put that in. Oh, lovely save, Sousa. And this is what I mean with Sousa. He's fantastic. to get him for 17 million, he is almost like end game keeper. He will stay with me till the end, which is great. And hopefully, it'll be next season. Because I'd like to win the Champions League soon. Oh, almost, Jones. That was almost. Fantastic little bit of flair there. And we look at the stats. We are all over them. But once again, I'd like goals. I wouldn't mind if there was all over us. If it meant we scored, I'd rather take that than Greaser. That was almost there. 3 yards to the left, mate, and you'd have put that in. Not too bad so far. Decent half. I was expecting it to go a lot worse, to be honest. A lot worse. But we're doing really, really well. And I'm just going to tell them to pump fists. There we go. Come on, guys. We're almost there. We're doing well. On our European debut, even though I was in the Conference League last year. On our Europa League debut, even. We are doing a great little show for the Italian. To be honest, we're probably going to get pelted by the fans as soon as we come out in the tour bus. They're quite ropey at night, Italian fans. Once you get the ultras going, I would not go over there. If I was a Birmingham fan and this was going on, I'd be like, no, I'll watch it on the telly. You're all right. I want to keep my head. You know, I mean, if anyone is an Italian fan and knows Italian, it's not all of you, it's just certain people in here. But we all get scumbags, don't you? You all have these people who think they're the big hard nuts and stuff like that. You know, you have your firms and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, it's nice, you know, that you got passion for football and stuff like that, but you're gonna kill someone, mate. So just stop, basically. And this has been, considering I've got key highlights on, there's quite a lot of highlights that I keep seeing. I always thought that key highlights would be like either a goal or like a close, but it's not. Edwards, come on, release Lozek. No, he's running with the ball. Okay, knocks it back to Lard. What's Lard going to do with it? Runs through. Bellingham to James. James? I've got James. Jones. And he fires that over. And so far, I'm just going to keep repeating myself here. We've had a lot of possession, a lot of shots, but nothing to show for it. We are away to Napoli, and I did say that Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's on his own little Italian adventure. We did say we. Why do I keep saying we? I did say we. That's because I've got schizophrenia. I did say that Napoli would be the ones that, if they were going to beat us, you know, they'd be the team to beat us, and we'd be the ones fighting. So it's nice that we've played so well so far. We are probably going to get FM'd. Wijnaldum as well. Yeah, do that. Well, they're doing okay. Guys, I'm going to fire them up. Come on, guys. Do it for the fans. Jones. Lozek almost. Oh. And Politano runs away with it now. This problem is on the counter. Is that number 6? He's keeping up with Anguissa. Lovely track back there, Anguissa. Fantastic. Well, I want to always press him, but where's it gone? Just checking the fitness now, guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on Antanga for his European debut. Not usually a striker, usually a winger. Although he's actually natural in a striker, but I prefer to play him as a winger. Oh, fantastic save again by Souza. And I'm going to bring off Edwards. This is what I mean. Edwards once again knackered, so I'll bring on Chong. Chong almost went as well, actually, at the end of the transfer window, because he's got a £19 million release clause in his contract. Chong almost. So we had about three clubs meet that, and luckily he said no. I did try to offer him a new contract. He wanted important player. I wasn't very happy about that. I don't know where he thinks he's going to get important player from, considering all of last season he was an impact sub, and Tanga almost. And then he wanted something like 80k, so I thought, I'd take the money, to be honest. But nobody come for him in the end. He rejected those 3 clubs, and then it was over. So we've got him at least until January. He was, oh, Jones almost. I've got to say, 13 shots on target, not 1 goal. I'm not very happy with it. So wasteful at the moment. So wasteful. What we'll do, guys, is we'll come back for the next game. Hi, guys, and we are back for the second match of the episode. Just before we get into it, I'd like to just say, if you're enjoying the episode, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. We've had some substantial growth in the last weekend, I'd say. It kind of flew up, so hoping to carry on the hype train, as it's called. You know, get on those subs and stuff like that, and get down with the cool kids. But yeah, if we look at the match day that we're going for, the team, I've still lost my train of thought there. Talk about cool kids. Brings back bad memories of school, really. You know, I was one of the geeks, you know. But yeah, we look at. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm going on about that. To be honest, I brought up some, some repressed memories. I'm back to therapy for this, but yeah. So what I did want to mention is just before we started and we went into the tactics was that how I was saying about Curtis Jones not being better than Dwight McNeil, left wing. Kind of proved me wrong last game. Even though it was a 0-0, he still managed to get 8.6 rating. So that is fantastic, really. He played really, really well. 13 key passes compared to... And you can just see he kind of stepped up a little bit, you know what I mean? Which is nice. So he's given me a lot of food for thought about what I want to do with him. Wouldn't want to sell him. He's fantastic. Easily the best player in our squad. Although Jude Bellingham, again, great as well. They're both, upwards trajectory. They're on the way to the England. I can't believe they're not neither of them in the England national team already, but they will get there. Hopefully Marcus Edwards as well, because I think he's a good player. Also, I'm probably going to fire my assistant manager because he does nothing but give me headaches and cause me pain. So I don't know if anyone else does it with the media, and I always do this before a game. Send my assistant. I never do the pre-game ones, to be honest. I like to do in betweens, when you get into the match, but when it's just like the press. And he was like, well, we've got the fear for Man City. What a thing to say before a match, that the fear Man City. We should be saying now we'll beat them. We'll beat the scumbags. Who are they? I've never even heard of Pep Guardiola and stuff like that, but no. So yeah, the team's going to go in with a bit of frightenness, a bit of fear in their eyes, because the assistant manager said so. We have got Nkita back. It's a unchanged squad, really. Ethan Laird has gone off for Nico Williams. We're just, like I said at the start of the season, we're just going to keep swapping these two around. Laird is probably best on the subs bench because Liberato may get, I wouldn't say injured. I don't want to say injured. That's not the right word. He might be knackered at the end of the game. Yeah, his fitness at the moment is okay. We take a quick look. Is it medical report? Yeah. So he's not too bad at all. But yeah, I always just want to keep, because I've only really got a left right back there. I don't trust Scrapatini yet because he's still only young. So Lardy's probably the best person to keep on the bench. If we just get into the match now, I've just told the guys just to avenge the last match. That obviously means that they beat us. I thought we played quite well against Man City last season. Obviously not. Trying to think how it went on, to be honest. I think we lost. I think it was 1-0. That was it, yeah. It was towards the end of the season, actually, when we had that nice run of form. And yeah, it was a 1-0 loss to Man City. But it's stuff like that we need to turn around this season. The 1-0s and the stuff like that. Like against Arsenal. I know we were the worst team. Like we were really bad against Arsenal. That's a fantastic goal by Jones. Curtis Jones is definitely listening to me after I've says that he cannot play that role. He has now just put us 1-0 ahead against Man City. Joe Felix to De Bruyne. He's obviously getting a bit sloppy in old age. Lozek with the layoff for Jones just to hit it into the bottom left corner. Fantastic. Depends which way you look. He might be bottom right, but I say bottom left because he's the keeper's bottom left. Oh, just almost there from Ruben Diaz. And if we can get a second, we are currently sitting in 6th, which is nice. Man United have fell off considering they were champions last year. They've got Liverpool syndrome of this year in real life, obviously. But I did, when my problem is that because I've played with United just to get a feel for the game, basically, when I bought it. So I only got it in December. I'm quite a cheapskate when it comes to stuff like this. I wait for all the lower league teams and that just to release it. And then I think it was Scunthorpe or something like that. They had it up for 20 quid. I missed it. There was one where it was 13 quid and I missed out. My mate got it for 13 quid, which I was quite jealous about. But I managed to get it for 20. And I did it with United. And once you've played with United, they have some really overpowered players. Like Curtis John. Why do I keep? Because I'm looking at him. I'll bring on Lecco, actually. So, Marcus Rashford is fantastic. Absolutely. There we go, Liberato. It's like I knew. I knew he was going to be knackered. Yeah, Marcus Rashford's fantastic. Greenwood turned into a monster. Absolute monster of a player. Bruno Fernandes is a cheat code. Pogba's okay. Their defence is... I ripped their defence apart as soon as I started. Lindelof went at the end of the first season. Maguire was okay, but he was just used as a backup. Fantastic goal. Absolutely fantastic goal. And we are 2-0 up against Man City. I nearly said the F word then. Flip me. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Nketiah. What have I put Nketiah on? I don't know. I'm too busy talking about United. Anyway, Nketiah crosses it over to Bellingham with a fantastic little header. Whoosh, like that. And there we go. And Lozic just hits it past Edison. And we've made this look pretty easy, to be honest. Which is what I like to see. It annoys me more that we lost to Arsenal when we can beat Man City. It really annoys me that we lost to Arsenal and we beat Man City. I keep saying that like we've won. I shouldn't do that. After past experience, we should know that it's not over until the whistle goes. And the whistle has gone. Fan-bloody-tastic. Really special, lads. Really, really special. That's probably top 5 performances we've had so far. And that's up there with all the cup finals. To win 2-0 against Manchester City. Okay, they've not had the best start, but it's still Manchester City. It's still a team that we feared, according to the assistant manager. Obviously, I'm going to have to tell them that we're scared of everyone, because it just means that the lads are fired up. Once again, it shows that my assistant manager knows more than I do. Evidently. And if we take a look at where we are now, in terms of the league, you've just had a quick look while I was jabbering on. We are now 5th, which is nice. 6 games in. Really happy. 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Goal difference of 5. And that is actually really good because we are basically, if we had a better goal difference, we'd be 2nd behind Liverpool. I don't see us winning the league this year, but I see us gaining ground on the rest of them because last year, once again, we were kind of languishing about 11th or 12th. And then we made a bit of a late run and got up to 7th again. So, respectable finish. But yeah, 4th. I wish it was 4th. 5th, even. I just ignore Arsenal, that's why. Oh, scumbags. If we take a look at where we're going to come back, guys, what we'll do is we will come back for the... I don't want to go too far forward, but I do want another European Cup game. European Cup, Europa League. So if we come back for... It's a bit of a bad game, isn't it, that one? Watford or Newcastle. It's a bit bad. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back for Napoli again. We'll come back for the second half of Napoli. Hopefully then we'll have a good understanding of where we're going to be in terms of the Europa League. Whether we're going to be 1st or 2nd. We could even be 3rd and go down to the Conference League again, which is kind of our playground. If it means we get a trophy, then I'm all for it. But yeah, and we should have a good idea of where we're going to end up in the Premier League. Really, really happy with that result. Really happy. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here because once again, I don't want to jabber on and stuff like that. But if you have enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe. Enjoy your days. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.